Hello and welcome to another Stressless Auto Vehicle Walk Around. Today we're featuring a 2008 Maserati GranTurismo. It's being offered for sale consignment here at our indoor showroom. Best thing about a consignment vehicle is you know the service history, and this car has been a local Austin car for nearly half its life. Originally purchased in 2012 as a Maserati certified used car. It served its original life in California, so it's always been a non-snow state car. This particular GranTurismo is finished in metallic black over a full black leather interior. Has just over 37,800 miles. This was a local executive's car. It was always garaged and used only as a toy car. So it did see the occasional rainstorm, but was otherwise reserved for sunny days and kept in the garage when not in use. This particular car is powered by a 4.2 liter Ferrari derived V8. And it being derived from Ferrari has an excellent exhaust note, which you'll hear later when we start the car up. This car, while having a few miles on it, is in fantastic condition. Has just a few little scratches here and there, and it does have a few rock chips on the hood, which we'll point out a little bit later. This car is pretty hard loaded. It has navigation, an excellent stereo system, paddle shifters, all soft touch buttons, and in typical Italian fashion, the analog clock on the dashboard. Tires are in great shape. In fact, the two rear ones are brand new. As I said earlier, all service is up to date. The interior is in really good condition, which we'll point out to you later. Very little wear on the leather. The wheels on this car are in great shape. Only two of them have small little blemishes. And even the front of the bumper, as I'll point out a little bit later, is in really great shape. Has just a little bit of scuff on the bottom. In all, this car is in great shape considering the amount of miles it has on it. And at this point, I will start taking you around the car and show you a little bit of the just few minor blemishes it has. Starting here in the front, on the front bumper, I'll point out again small little bitty rock chips. There's a couple of them across the hood here. None very much bigger than the head of a pin. I do like to point them out, especially on cars like this. A little bit bigger one here back on further on the hood. Otherwise you can see it's in really good condition. And down here on the bottom of the bumper, you can see just a little bit of scuff marks from it being so low. This is pretty typical on cars like this. Then as we look in just above the bottom here, another small rock chip. And then on the top here, just a little bit of paint crack and a small chip. And just some little bitty more small rock chips across the top of this bumper. On the passenger side of the bumper here, again on the bottom, there's a slight bit of rashing from parking curbs. Very little, especially not noticeable from the top. And then here, right in front of the wheel on the passenger side, there's a small blemish in the paint. Like I said earlier, there's just two wheels here that have little small issues on them. Here Here on the passenger front wheel, there's a small blemish here and a little bit further back. On the passenger side of the car, there's a little bit of door dings. Here you can see just a small slight chip in the paint. And then the actual jamb itself, again, there's a small chip. As we go down here in the bottom of the door, just some small little bit of chips in the paint. Now on the rear passenger wheel, there's 2 marks, just some little bitty scuffs there and then also here. As we move to the back bumper now, you'll see there's a small scratch right here in the top. Again, that's rather likely from getting stuff in and out of the back. On the driver's side, some small rock chips in front of the rear tire, and then right here on the clear bra itself, there's a small scuff. As we move up to the door, again, much like the passenger side, just a little bitty paint chipping on the edge of the door. Hard to get in focus here. And then 2 little bitty hairline scratches on the door. One here, and as we move further down the door, another small hairline scratch. The only other real nick on the exterior is small little bitty rock chips on the windshield. There's a couple here, and then more in the center of the windshield. Besides these small little issues, the car, as I said earlier, is in really great shape. On the driver's side here, we'll take a quick tour of the interior. Hardly any wear on the leather itself. You can see a little bit here in the steering wheel. And the only real evidence on the seats is just a little few extra wrinkles. Otherwise, they look fantastic. Everything else on the interior is in great shape. No slices, no stains. Floor mats are in good shape. As we move to the passenger side, again you can see door is in good shape. Another problem on these cars is the dash will start shrinking on the leather, and as you can see here, it's all in great shape, no shrinking at all. And the passenger seat looks like it's hardly been sat in at all. Door jamb in good shape again. You'd be hard pressed to find another car with similar mileage that's in this great a shape. Now as I get ready to show you the back of the car, with it being so dark, I did increase the contrast and brightness here so you can see just a little bit more. But again, just as the front is, the back is in really good shape. Hardly any signs of anybody sitting back here at all. All the leather is in great shape, very soft. Again, on the driver's rear now, increase the brightness to help and show some of this. Obviously, it being black leather and black interior, it's you get a little bit dark here in our indoor showroom. But again, the leather is in great shape. No tears, no cuts, nothing. Now I'm going to move around to the rear and give you a tour of the trunk. The only issue here in the trunk is a small stain in the carpet. See here, right next to my hand. Otherwise, the entire trunk is in very good condition. And even as we open up the small compartment here, it's just in great shape. So we finish up here in the trunk. I'm going to move on and do a cold start. It has been sitting here overnight. So here we go. Again, this being the Ferrari-derived V8, while it's a little quiet now, and it is on the highway, you give it a little bit of gas and it sounds fantastic. Exhaust note just purrs. Again, as you listen to the engine go, you can see the interior is in really good shape. With that, that'll conclude our video walk around of this 2008 Maserati GranTurismo. If you have any questions or would like to schedule a test drive, please contact us at 512-814-1059 or visit our website at www.stresslessauto.com. Thanks for watching.